when we think about Black History Month, we think about a sense of community. For the Black community, there is something about being together with just your community. There's a sense of being with everyone else, but then there is something that is powerful about being with your own community. And there's a really great book that I've read called Black and Buddhism, and it really explores what Buddhism can teach us about race, resilience, transformation and freedom. Now, the reason why I share a wide-ranging source of information, because there's lots of literature that talks about the science of mindfulness, and that takes away some of that spiritual side. But for the Black communities, the spiritual side can be important, and so it's important to recognise that when it comes to our history, what actions we take, where our history comes from, that spiritual practices are really important. And this one I like in this book is Cultivating Joy in the Midst of Sorrow, and that it's important that space is made for our recognition and expression of living in our society, but also this belief of joy, cultivating joy, because it's not all, life isn't always heavy. There's this space that we want to cultivate joy. I believe joy for one's own experiences is necessary, and all of this should not mask this negative feelings, or we try to cover it up. It's about knowing that there's joy in sorrow. So I really like this way of expressing radical joy, because I think it has to be intentional for the Black community to do that, but at the same time it's important for spaces that are created in work that support that. So I think this is a really great book that supports the spiritual side of life, because there is a spiritual side of life, and it's something that should be open to be talking about, really, as opposed to it being something that we can only talk about outside of work and we can't talk about it in work. So think about the spaces that are created. Are there spaces that are needed, safe spaces, for people who want to support spiritual joy? So that's another great book, Black and Buddhist, edited by Pamela Yutundi Sherwood Giles.